Thank you and good afternoon. And first of all, I would like to thank the Zulkifli, the CEO of the MATRADE, and also the ambassador. I think the guideline and also the maybe the outline of our work and our relationship between Iran and Malaysia already presented by those of Excellency and the Honorable CEO. I would like to thank those who are actually involving with this seminar. I think this is a most high involvement seminar. I don't want to take time, and I would like to go to the more focus on our trade between Malaysia and Iran. So what is the very important issue? Can we move to the next slide? If you look at the Iran, you will see this is the Persian Gulf. This is the Hormuz Straits. If you see the Malaysia, this is the Strait of the Malacca. What is the significance of the Strait of Malacca is the trade-oriented, maybe 3 or 4 trillion US dollar of trade will be moved through this strait. This is the trade countries, and what is the significance of the Malaysia is between the Pacific and Middle East. This location is very important for the trade. So the trade, business law, e-commerce is very important in this area, and we should appreciate it, and this is the very opportunity for Iran. And what is the strength in Iran? You see this the Hormuz. This is the Hormuz Straits. Actually, this is the majority of resources, mineral resources, gas, petroleum, is LNG or crude oil is going through these straits. So you see, this is our purpose is to close the market to the resources, to supplier, to the customer. This is to reduce the cost, to reduce the time, and to get the revenue and finance for our people, nations, and people of the Malaysia and people of the Iran. So I appreciate the wording of the Mr. Zulkifli, the Honorable CEO of the MATRADE, regarding the May. The May is a very important marketing delegation to Iran. And from our embassy, we cooperate and we do our best to involve and support and to be in very close cooperation with the MATRADE in respect to the selecting and composition of delegation to send it to Iran and to managing a good result in Iran. Next slide. And this is 2016 is a turnover. It's a very, very important year today. In my view, 2016 is that we shift from the communication era to social networking era. Maybe this is now the people need more close communication. We cannot miss one country, one nation, one location. We cannot miss the Iran nowadays because now everybody through the social networking, social connections is linked to each other. And we should go through the social networking. And you know the slow down of the economy in China or in the marketing or the price of the oil is reducing. And this is also a challenging, also it is at the same time the opportunity for both countries, Iran and Malaysia. Next slide. And Iran, back to the business. Now, Iran getting back into the market. Now, you know, we have the comprehensive agreement, the implementation already, the sanction removed and lifted, and we actually have a very close cooperation with the European country and also the Asian country, and we open the market and we go to the technology and to catch the market particularly through our oil and gas and petrochemical resources. And the next slide. And this is I see the Iran opportunity for Malaysia is the Strait of Hormuz, because in this figure you will see, I don't want to go to the detail, you see that around 30% of the all seaborne trade oil, and almost 20% of the total oil produced actually go through the Strait of Hormuz and Persian Gulf. And this is a very important region for the world. And the LNG that is more actually coming through the Qatar, but Iran also is exploring and new LNG from the Persian Gulf. So next slide. And also the Malaysia, I already said that Malaysia, we seeking for become the Malaysia as the largest trading partner of Iran. And also we know that the Malaysia in the ASEAN is the second largest trade. So next slide. And I said, about the oil price, but oil price, we estimated that the oil price gradually will become up because this oil price is coming down. This is not suffering in the developing country or sources country, but the developed country also suffer because of the reducing of the oil prices. So but this is a time for transformation of the trade between Iran and Malaysia, transformation of the business between the two countries. So next slide. And already mentioned about the Iran oil. In this figure, the Iran is among the world's top 10 oil products and top 5 natural gas products. This is, I think, my slide will be in the website, and if you can go through that in the detail later on. Next slide. And in Iran, regarding the structure of the work, we have NIOC. This is National Iran Oil Company. This is the main body. And the objective is control oil and natural gas upstream activity as well as oil downstream activities through its subsidiaries. This is the NIOC. The second body in Iran is NIGC, National Iranian Gas Company. This is also control natural gas downstream activity. The company objective is process, deliver, and distribute gas. And the third organization for the oil and gas is National Petrochemical Company, NPC, also operates several petrochemical complexes through its subsidiary bodies. Next slide. And what is the strategy of Iran? Iran oil and gas strategy is planning to change its old contract model to allow international oil companies to participate in all phases of an upstream projects, including production. However, international sanctions have already lifted, and Iran, and we actually be looking for the technology and expertise for the developing of our both corporations. Next slide. And Iran new oil contract model. Iran recently announced a new oil contract model called the Iranian or Integrated Petrochemical Contract, IPC, although it is not yet finalized as it's subject to change, but the purpose of the new framework is to attract foreign investment with a contract that contains terms similar to the PSA. This is the model that we had before for the contract. And next slide. And the biggest natural gas, this is the South Pars natural gas field, is the largest hydrocarbon upstream project currently being developed in Iran and continues to encounter delays. South Pars, located offshore in the Persian Gulf, hold almost 40% of Iranian proved natural gas reserve. It is now being developed mostly by Iranian company because of the sanction, but we actually now continue our investment with the other country in this project. So next slide. And regarding the crude oil reserves, I already mentioned that these 30% of the crude oil. Regarding the OPEC, Iran have the share of the 30% of the OPEC share, and this is a very big, important role in the OPEC and in the Persian Gulf. Next slide. And regarding exploration productions, also Iran doing a lot of projects. It started in several parts of the Iran. That is, I mentioned in the slide that the project that Iran already developed between the company, other company, and you can refer to this slide later on and to get this project. And next slide. And regarding the condensate exports, this is the terminal. We have the very important terminal of the oil in Khark, Lavan, and Three Island, located in the Persian Gulf, handle almost all of Iran crude oil export in the Persian Gulf. Also, we do have in the Nekah in the Caspian Sea, also in Caspian Sea, north of Iran. So, next slide. And this is the Iran consumption and downstream table refinery crude distribution capacity that I mentioned about the Abadan, Isfahan, Bandar Abbas. This old city capacity I already mentioned this slide. Next slide. And this is about the natural gas sector of Iran. This is the maps that shows the natural gas of Iran. Already we do have the pipeline, gas pipeline. We coming to the border of the Pakistan, going to the Turkey, and also to the north country, Turkmenistan, and border. We have a very good pipeline and also distributed gas along the whole our 80 billion people in Iran. So next slide. And Iran gas productions also, we appreciate also in respect to the project of the oil and gas. I refer the all distinguished guests to go to the IranOilGas.com. This is the all the project relevant, and you can get the username and password very easily, and then you can see the all the project related to the LNG or also about the gas of Iran, about the pipeline, because we do have also under the construction a pipeline from the Oman to Iran, this Oman country. Next slide. And also this is the capacity of the South Pars field. We already referred that to this. And next slide. Please go to the next one. And this is the pipeline, Iran gas import and export. We developed our pipeline in Iran, as you see, to 2014. And next slide. And this is regarding the electricity. 67% use the natural gas for the electricity, but we use it very less amount. Renewable energy is very less, and the other energy, the oil, 25%, and the probably sea and water is 12%. And so we encourage the renewable energy in Iran, particularly solar energy. And this is we do have a lot of capacity with respect to energy in Iran. Next slide. And Iran-Malaysia coal and gas collaboration areas. We listed the collaboration area here. You see new venture, business development, exploration, operation, production. This is the projects and oil and gas technology services, HQ and LNG. All these relevant projects at the moment that we actually initiate in Iran, and we do cooperation with the other foreign countries. Next slide. And regarding this is the sum of the project. Maybe there is a lot of project, but I bring the sum of them as an example about the drilling, because only through 1 year we have 188 oil and gas wells we do have in 1 year, last year. And the next slide. This is the old report of the 2015. Because this is now we are in the new year. In the last year we had the Iran South Pars gas output reached 130 cube meters. And in the past Iranian year, 19th of March 2003, Iran gas production from South Pars shared gas will reach 130 billion cube meters. This is the having 15% growth. This is the report of the 1 year in the gas of the Pars, South Pars. This is the biggest gas field. The next slide. And regarding the construction of the Fruzan, already we come into the top sites at 34% of the headway, and the construction of the production platform of the Fruzan shared oil field in the Persian on the way by Iranian offshore engineering and construction. And next slide. And basic engineering of Iran Oman gas is under construction. And this is the key project that the Iranian already started during the last year and also continue this year. And next slide. And also this is the South Pars phase element. Is the, as I mentioned, the South Pars is a very big field of the gas, oil and gas in the region. So the next slide. This is the first oil tender. This is announced to be held in May 2016. This is a good opportunity because the marketing, also delegation of the May is a very good time in Iran. So we appreciate those who are going from the Malaysia, the top section from the oil and gas, and going, and maybe this is a good time for the tender and also to have a good deal with Malaysia. And next slide. And this is the updated local tenders that wireline units. This is also an example that you can get it through the IranOilGas.com. And next slide. And this is also recently updated projects. This is the Esfandiar project. This is another project in the South Pars gas field that I refer it, and you can go to the also website to see about this project. Next project. Next slide, please. And industrial design of Iran. This is the gas to liquid GTL industrial design of Iran, first gas to liquid plant to get in effect this year. This is also somebody from the Malaysia is very interested to this GTL. And next slide. And so this is so oil is now very cheap, even in the context of the current macro slowdown. Oil demand should remain reasonably strong. Oil supply will be affected to an even greater degree with non-OPEC supply decline to accelerate. Price collapse is happening at a time when budget for 2016 were being finalized, will force further retrenchment in spending. The oil market is still trending to balance, but price route will accelerate the process. The market remains very impatient for change. So this is some opportunity that we should use it for the as the two countries that involved with the oil and gas. This opportunity to use this opportunity for our collaboration. And next slide. This is my conclusions that I always repeat that we should work in collaboration. What is the collaboration? It means the high cooperation, high interest. This is my wording because we need from both sides, Iran and Malaysia, to cooperate highly and to benefit highly. This is with experienced specialists in oil and gas industry of Iran, as well as having strong ties with the client and contracting companies in Iran. Iran Oil Gas Network can offer consulting services and projects related to oil industry, trade of petroleum and petrochemical products, and creating official working relationship. Now we do have a good relations and good project with Petronas. I think from Petronas also participated in the meeting. Also Supraconjana also participated in the meeting, and the others company from the oil and gas. And we do hope this the other big company from the Malaysia, we can make some arrangement for the near future, because the May is very close, and these meetings and you should be give comments. Anybody would like to connect to me, we can easily connect to each other through my name card is available, and we can exchange of the name card. And this is the main area, because we are talking about the oil gas, but we actually initiate the others field of the cooperation between two countries, like halal and also the tourism. This is the main key, and construction design, and also the transport. This is the other key issues that we should cooperate in the near future. And I would like to use this opportunity that we are working the embassy 24 hours. And we are at your disposal for any inquiry and going to Iran. Then we promise ourselves to do all the arrangement necessary facility for those business who would like to make a cooperation and collaboration with Iran. So now I am at your disposal for any question or inquiry about this project. Thank you very much.